Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. For today's video, we have $15 to bring back the Seattle Supersonics. As you guys can see on the screen in front of you, there's a chart with a whole slew of NBA players, really good ones, and the goal is to use $15 to build an NBA team, put them in Seattle, and win the team a championship, because as we all know, years ago, their team was no longer a part of the NBA, and as a Piston fan, I would be absolutely devastated if my team was just gone from the NBA, guys, so I really do feel bad for Seattle fans. I hope someday the team does come back, but yeah, man, in the meantime, we will put them in NBA 2K20. So before we get going on today's video, I just have to give you guys a huge thank you, guys. Actually, today I am looking at a house to buy with money that I make from doing YouTube videos and basketball stuff and stuff that you guys watch. And seriously, man, I would not be in this situation if it was not for you. Like, seriously, you watching this video, man, like, real talk, I try not to get like a big ego as like a YouTuber, because I'm just an average guy, man. I'm just a normal guy out there. Like, seriously, man, like, you right there, bro. You have put me in this situation, and I can't thank you enough for it. And the place I'm actually looking at, it does have, it's not like a basketball court in the backyard, but it's like a basketball area, you know, man, like they're in like a 3-point line, but there's like a nice, big, huge patch of cement with a basketball hoop that I could just sit there, or not sit, I mean, I'm not really going to get much accomplished sitting down playing basketball, but standing up playing basketball. And yeah, really excited for that, just because little Crispy, going back, man, to when I was a little child, like, I always wanted like an area just to hoop at, man, like that. So I used to always play like in a skinny driveway, so I can never really like work on like long shots and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I can work on like the ISO moves and all that, assuming we get the place. There's no guarantees, obviously, but it is a place we are currently looking at, me and my girlfriend, of course. So yeah, very excited about that, man. But yeah, let's go ahead and get going on today's video. So how I'm going to handle this is I'm going to do something a bit different this time. Like, I'm going to spend the $15 on my starting 5, but usually I play the players for 48 minutes, and that's just kind of unrealistic. So actually, I'm going to allow myself to get 4 bench players, guys, free of charge, but guys, they'll be part of the rotation. So we're going to do a 78, a 77, a 76, and a 75 overall player for the bench. I thought that would just add a little bit more spice to the video, right, guys? So yes, as far as the first player you want to get, well, first we got to go over here and delete a team. So sorry, 64-65 Celtics. You'll be deleted from the NBA history forever, man. You're going to be freaking Thanos, just like that. Just don't come back and, chop my head off. As spoilers, I guess, for Endgame, right? You haven't seen it, you weren't going to, right, man? But no, for the first player we are going to get, I was thinking about James Harden, just because, like, that would have been, like, a cool, like, full story, like, him going back to Seattle, but I'm not going to go for James Harden, guys. I'm actually going to be going for the man on the Milwaukee Bucks for $5, and that is going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo, just because, like, I know with Giannis, just like with his play style out there, and there's a lot of great players on this list, I think I could build like a really solid team, a really, just good foundation around Giannis. I mean, it's not hard to do because he's, one of the best players ever to play the game of basketball. Yes, I say that, man, to ever play the game of basketball. Now, I'm not saying he's the best of all time. He's not there yet. He's got a lot more to accomplish, but he'll definitely get there, sooner rather than later. So, welcome to the team. There we go, $5 down the drain. Okay, next up, we are going to go with a player that I think would actually fit nicely at the center spot alongside Giannis. He's very cheap, and, like, I see, like, what Brook Lopez has done for the Bucks with Giannis, and he's been great. I mean, obviously his three-point shot's not as good this season as it was last year, but we are going to go with the man on the Orlando Magic, a guy that was an all-star. It was last season, technically. Nikola Vucevic, guys, just like a really good scorer, man, can like stretch the floor at the center position. Defensively, I don't really know if he's like a great defender. I mean, he gets about 1 block per game, so that's not bad. 36% from 3 last season. Yeah, I just thought it would be a little bit better version of Brook Lopez. Like, you get more offensive Vucevic, a little bit less defense, but nonetheless, just a really good player for only $2. I like his play style. It's just the type of center that I enjoy watching in the NBA these days. So here we go, man. Welcome to the team. All right, next up. So, we got Giannis. We got Vucevic. Can you imagine Vucevic spacing the floor? Giannis attacking the lane. So who do we got else? Who else we got to put out there to space the floor, guys? None other than the greatest three-point shooter of all time, Steph Curry, guys. We are taking for $5, man. Just like, okay, I really don't want to see Giannis go to the Warriors, but part of me, like the dark side of me is like, but what if? Like, that'd be kind of interesting. Just because, man, I just remember that alley-oop that Curry threw Giannis in the All-Star game last season. It was absolutely unbelievable. Now, I don't know if it makes me a hypocrite. Like, if Giannis gets to the finals and then plays, well, not gonna play the Warriors. We don't gotta worry about that shit this season, right, man? And then lost to him though, and then joined him. You know, it's kind of a bitch ass Durant situation. So I can't really be a hypocrite about it. But yeah, man, I don't know. Part of me is just kind of curious. But yeah, Curry's gonna be on the team for this video at least, right? All right, next up, we got Curry, we got Giannis, we got Vucevic. Let's get a little bit of defense out there. You know, a guy that I think has, I don't know if it's superstar potential. Definitely an all-star caliber player. On the Boston Celtics, it is going to be Jalen Brown. What I like about Jalen Brown is that he just goes out there, he plays hard, and he takes care of business, man. Like, that's what you get from Jalen Brown. Like, you don't get really any big-time ego. This guy got his contract, and he continued to go out there and work hard. But you get the spacing with him, but also you get the perimeter defense, which is going to be essential with him playing in the backcourt with Steph Curry. You know, Steph Curry's not the greatest defender. I don't think that's a secret out there. So getting a really solid defender in Jalen Brown for only $1, like, there is no way in hell I was going to pass up on that. He's one of those just, like, championship glue guys that I think any contender would love to have on their team. So, yes, he will be on the Seattle Supersonics. Okay, so we got $2 left. We need a small forward. Or a power forward. No, man, we are taking Brandon Ingram for $2. Once again, guys, like, Ingram is somebody that a lot of people kind of wrote off when he was on the Lakers. Like, they just didn't think he was going to be as good as he turned out to be. Was part of the Anthony Davis trade. People thought that trade was kind of like, yo, like, who is the Pelicans getting back? They're getting back Brandon Ingram, who hasn't done nothing, lines the ball. And then Brandon Ingram is, like, a most improved player candidate right now. And, yeah, I love everything about his game. I love his drive. I love that he's had success, you know, because when people doubt you, it's easy just to get in a bad place, and that's just the end of it. No, Brandon Ingram fought through it, and he showed that he deserves to be in the NBA, and he's an all-star caliber player, you know, for the next 10, 15 years, right, man? So he's going to be on the team. Okay, so we got $15 worth of players. Next up, we got to go with our bench. So for the first bench player, my 78 overall player, we got to pick a good one right here. I am going to go actually with the guy on the Sacramento Kings. And I not realize he was a 78 overall, but he is. It is actually going to be Harrison Barnes. Yes, 78 overall player. Did Harrison Barnes as like a building block work out for the Kings? Not really. But I do remember him from the Golden State Warrior days. He has chemistry with Steph Curry. If he can go back to that limited type of role, you know, having him as a sixth man could be very valuable for our team, you know, for this entire season. So, yeah, I thought that was a good player to go with. Could play small forward or power forward position. Could play with, you know, Ingram or Giannis, depending on who's on the court, and win. So, yeah, he will be our sixth man off the bench. Okay, next up, we are going to go with a center. 77 overall on the Toronto Raptors, and that is going to be Marc Gasol. Like I said, man, 77 overall player. See, Marc Gasol is definitely more Brook Lopez-esque. He's got the three-point shot. He's got the defense, so I thought this would be a good guy. You know, Vucevic is struggling on defense for whatever reason. Marc Gasol is a good, solid player to kind of put in there, and he can play similar style anyway. So, yeah, once again, another guy that can play with Giannis in the front court should be good to go right there. And he, of course, he's the champion now, too, so you got that going for you. Alrighty, next up, we are going to go with a 76 overall shooting guard. So we got Jalen Brown out there. Of course, very gifted offensively and defensively. But we're going to go with actually a rookie this time. Just a rookie that I'm actually a really big fan of. He plays for the Miami Heat. I think he does have all-star potential, and that is going to be Tyler Hero. Yeah, this guy, like, literally would have been in running for Rookie of the Year. Like, seriously, man, he would have been up there if it wasn't for his injury. But, yeah, he definitely has a very bright future with the Miami Heat. But in this case, I literally just almost deleted him from existence. I'm sorry, Tyler. I'm sorry, man. Okay, so here we go. Let's put him on the team, and we got one more player left. So it was kind of tough to find like a really solid 75 overall point guard, just because, you know, if you're 75 overall, chances are you're not all that good. But I actually think I found a bit of a gem for this scenario, and that is going to be Chris Dunn. Was Chris Dunn kind of a bust? I mean, he was the 5th pick in the 2016 draft. He's had like some decent seasons. You know, he's not that bad. I mean, look at that, 13.6 assists, 2 steals per game. I mainly am getting him for his defense. I feel like he's also somebody that can play in the backcourt with either Jalen Brown or Steph Curry. Those are the kind of the bench players I like. I like guys that you can just kind of like plug and play and you're good to go. And that's kind of what I see with Chris Dunn. So that is going to be the team we are going to go into the season with here, man. I'm going to go ahead and put them into a season, put the Seattle Supersonics out there, and we're going to see how the squad can do. Okay, guys, here is the team going into the beginning of the regular season. As you can see, we are the Seattle Super Duper Sonics, guys. No longer the Supersonics. We're Super Duper now. I thought about that because I was thinking that, you know, Barney, the bitch-ass dinosaur back in the day, said Super Duper. And little known fact, your boy Crispy Flakes, I didn't stop watching Barney till I was like 8 years old. And the only reason I stopped watching it is because I think I tried shoving like Doritos into the VCR and it malfunctioned. And I just couldn't watch Barney anymore, man. I don't know why I tried putting Doritos in there, especially at the age of 8. But hey, here we are, man. I've made it. You can do anything in life. That's inspirational, guys. That's some Flight Reacts inspiration right there. Okay, so at point guard, we do got Steph Curry with Jalen Brown at the 2. Ingram at the 3, Giannis at the 4, and Vucevic at the 5. Bench unit, Harrison Barnes, Marcus Gasol, Tyler Hero, and Chris Dunn for a 9-man rotation. As far as our system, we are going to go with a balanced system. It's 4.5 stars. A lot of different type of talent on this team, so it's like you want to be able to get the most out of everybody, right, by running a balanced system. So, yeah, man, as far as our team record, I mean, honestly, like, I know this isn't an 8-2-0 challenge, but I do think this is at least a 70-win team. I really think this is a 70-win team. Let's go ahead, simulate this NBA season, and see how things turn out. Okay, so a final record of 67-14. I'm definitely happy about that. I said 70 wins, so undershot a little bit, but hey, we're just saving it for the playoffs, guys. One more game against the Timberwolves, simulate through date, and finish with a W on the season. So you do got Giannis an MVP, 24 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, so scoring definitely down a bit, but he's got a lot of other great scores on the team. John Morant, Rookie of the Year, DeMarcus Cousins, 6-man Kawhi Leonard. Who is he on the Timberwolves? That would be interesting. We got Luka as most improved, and Sebastian Graham, who is our coach, as Coach of the Year. All-NBA first, we got Steph and Giannis making that, so I made 2 great choices, obviously, with that. All-NBA second and All-NBA third. The rest of the stuff for you guys to see. I almost went with Ben Simmons, because Ben Simmons at $2 was an absolute steal. I just didn't think he would really work in offense, like an offensive set with Giannis. I mean, I'm sure they could have figured things out eventually, but still. So we are the first seed in the Western Conference. Let's go with these player stats on the season. See how our bench did too, of course. And Steph Curry, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. Giannis, we know his stat line. Brown and Ingram both combined for 15 points, about 4 or 5 rebounds. You know, a few assists out there. Some decent enough defense. And then we got Vucevic at 14 points, 10 rebounds. I love the 4 assists. I actually underrated his passing. Not quite Nikola Jokic. Okay, let's just continue. But, okay, Harrison Barnes, you know, good all-around player off the bench for us with Marcus Gasol. I think we did good, guys. I think we did good. Okay, so, first round. Oh, this is awkward. Okc Thunder in the first round. Okay, here we go, man. Simulate round. See how this goes. If we lose to OKC in the first round, I'm going to cry. Okay, we get them 4 games to 0. Not quite that much competition based off what our team was. Not saying they're bad, you know. The Thunder have done some good stuff with this team. I mean, you know, you don't have Russell or Kevin Durant or James Harden or Serge Ibaka anymore, but, you know, the end result is still pretty good. It's still pretty good. So 37-7-14 for Steph Curry, 27 for Giannis. Next up, we got Portland, who did upset the Dallas Mavericks, kind of. Why am I, like, talking so much with my hands in this video? I don't really know why, man. Simulate round here. And get them 4 games to 0. We do have the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. Yeah, that kind of scares me. But, hey, Curry Giannis versus Anthony Davis, LeBron James. I think our depth should, in theory, be able to win this series. Simulate round here, and ooh, it was a wow. Yeah, that was a close one there, man. That just does not really give me much hope for future rebuilds. The fact that this team right here almost lost in 7 games to the Lakers, like, how am I supposed to like regularly rebuild a team and beat the Lakers? You know. But here we go. We got the 76ers. Oh, man. We got the revenge of Ben Simmons right here. I didn't get him on my team like I was going to. Simulate round. And we get them 4 games to 1, guys. The Seattle Supersonics, your new NBA champions. Giannis, the alphabet, as the finals MVP. Great stat line for him, guys. Hope you all did enjoy this video. I am now going to go look at some houses and hopefully enjoy the rest of my day, man. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.